there, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm finally getting to showing you guys what fragrances I got in the June Fragrancebuy anniversary sale. I've been wearing these a whole bunch and I wanted to do a different sort of haul where I actually tell you kind of my experience wearing them, because I do a lot of first impressions, and don't get me wrong, I love a good opening and a first impressions, but I have gotten some messages of people wanting to kind of know more about what I think about the fragrance after having worn it for a while. So I've worn these for about a month now, and maybe a little more than a month. Yeah, about a month now, and so at least at the time of filming. And I can really tell you guys like which ones I'm loving, what I'm thinking about them, my experience, and all that, so that, you know, everyone gets a little bit of what they like. So I have 4 fragrances to show you guys today, and I think you'll be surprised at the 3 I chose. The 4th one was actually a gift I mentioned in that video in June on Fragrancebuy, that if you were within the first 1,000, they gave you a random, you know, gift. It could be a free bottle or, you know, something else. And so we'll get to that one last. Obviously, I didn't pick it, and I'll do a little mini review, but we are going to start without any further ado. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. And let's start with a fragrance I used to hate and have been having on my mind for so long that I bit the bullet and got a little one, and I'm so happy I did. And that is La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Look how little she is. I don't think I have the La Belle parfum. I love that one. Honestly, that is what made me want to have the original, because I wear that one so much that I was like, I need to give this one a chance again. Obviously, something's changed. They smell different for sure, and I'll get into that, but I'm like, maybe my taste has changed. I want to try this one. So La Belle has bergamot, floral notes, leather, vanilla, vetiver, amber, and musk. And what I will say is La Belle definitely has less of like a warmth, Tonka Gourmand, the way La Belle Parfum has. And I can still see what turned me off when I first had the sample, but I've just completely turned a corner. I really am enjoying this sort of candied, yeah, like this candied pear popsicle, like pear candy scent in this so much. I feel like I'm reaching for it so much. This used to be like kind of way to the top, and even in a month I've put a dent in this. This is the 3rd email, I believe. Yes. And it's so itty bitty and it's cute, but I'm really liking it. I've worn it on its own. I have layered it with La Belle Parfum as well. I do like wearing them separately. I feel like with Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrances, they're already so sweet and strong that I personally wouldn't layer them anymore, but I'm really liking this on its own, and I feel like I can get away with this a little bit more in high heat than La Belle Parfum. That one, even this one can be too strong, like really 1 or 2 sprays will do ya, especially if it's really humid. But yeah, I'm really liking this one. It's so feminine, and I'm so glad I have it as part of my collection. Then another fragrance I've had on my mind, but this one I knew I loved from the beginning, and I'm so glad to add it to the family of scents, and that is L'Interdit Rouge by Givenchy. I have the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum. I now have the Rouge. I think I'm just missing the Intense, the black one, but let me know if I'm missing any more. But this one has ginger, blood orange, tuberose, jasmine, pimento leaf, sandalwood, patchouli, and vetiver. It smells considerably, more noticeably different than the EDT EDP, like I mentioned. I've done a video on those. This has a difference to it, which I really did appreciate, and I just knew I wanted it. This is the kind of scent, or this is a scent that I would try a lot in fragrance stores and in duty free and just be like, I need to bite the bullet and own it one day. And I'm really glad I do. It still has some of that Intel D DNA there, but I feel like it's a bit more bright. It's a little bit less grapey, which you would think I wouldn't enjoy, but it's interesting. And I feel like it leans a little less heavy on the white florals. It's definitely there, but there is a sort of freshness, but also slight coldness to this one that is, I don't know, it's intriguing. It's very sexy. I feel like it's a really nice date fragrance, date night out. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying that one. So happy to have it as part of my collection. Okay. Now the third scent is a scent I've seen on YouTube for years and years and years. I've seen in people's collections, even like back in makeup videos. I've just always seen it. I don't love the bottle, but honestly, it's just like at a certain point you gotta bite the bullet, and I had never seen it on Fragrancebuy before. And so when I saw it, I think it was on the door crashers as well. I was like, you know what, this is my moment. And that is, I think it's called like Pepe Jeans. Pepe Jeans, the celebration for, or celebrate for her, sorry. So it looks like a martini glass, obviously. This is where the juice is. Don't love the bottle, but I really, really like the scent, and I've been wearing it a whole lot. And for this video, I did look up the notes, and I was shook, you guys. So I'm gonna go through what it smells like to me after I tell you the notes. So this is described as being a savory fragrance, and it lists popcorn, chestnut, white pepper, caviar, whiskey, water notes, immortelle, vanilla, tonka, cashmere wood, and amber. So when you think of that, and if I had read that before I bought it, because I didn't, I don't think I would have made that jump, to be honest, because it doesn't sound the best, or it sounds very out there and a little eccentric. But I will say there is certainly kind of like an alcohol-y vibe to it with the whiskey. After having, you know, read the note, I can pick it up even more. I've always smelled that there is like a alcohol drink vibe to it, but it doesn't smell savory to me. I certainly don't get a popcorn note. I get a sort of woodsy, like sweet woody whiskey scent. And I feel like it's very feminine in like a strong feminine way that it's like borderline. It's inching towards being unisex, but it's not. It's certainly a feminine fragrance. I just feel like it has a real strong essence to it, and it smells way more interesting, mature, and even sophisticated than the bottle lends itself to be. Don't get me wrong, it is not like this niche masterpiece that you've never smelled before, but I feel like with different packaging and promotion, this would have been a scent that people would have been more drawn to and would have explored more, because everyone who owns it tends to like it from what I've seen. And I like it. I really, really like it. I've been wearing it a whole lot. But I think you look at this and you think it's just going to be like a fruity cocktail kind of scent, a celebrity scent, maybe like even a juicy couture type scent. That's certainly what I thought for years. And I was so pleasantly surprised that it wasn't that. So that's Celebrate for her. And finally, the one I got for free, and I know a bunch of people got these scents. I never even heard of this brand. The house is Eiffel, I believe, and the scent I got is New York Liberty. It came in a very intricate box. This lists bergamot, pepper, iris, sandalwood, jasmine, vetiver, cashmere, cedar, wood, and musk, and tonka bean. I'm just gonna spray it in the air because, unfortunately, and you know, you can't win them all. This is not a scent I will personally wear. It has a real green spiciness to it that is sort of like the kind of synthetic green spiciness that tinges the nose a tad. It reminds me of, it reminds me of other fragrances that I have like tucked away in boxes that I haven't smelled in years that have this sort of vibe to them. It's certainly not for everyone. It's not for me, but in essence, I feel like if you're looking for something that's sort of green, spicy, it's not even, it's kind of, it has a very synthetic scent to it. So this is not for me. You win some, you lose some. This is just I don't mind because it was obviously just like a free item and it's nice to try. I would have never tried it out regardless. But the three I chose, chef's kiss, cannot recommend enough. If I had to put them in order now, obviously having smelled them all, this would certainly be last. I would put, this is really hard. I think I'd put, very difficult, but I think I would put Aintel D in third place only because I love it. Only because I do, I'm adding it to the collection. It's a little bit less interesting than the other two. I'd put the Celebrate for Her in second place. I just really like this one. It's so intriguing to me and really fun. And I'd actually put La Belle, Jean-Paul Gaultier, in first place, even when I think there's a Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance I may not like. He comes back somehow and convinces me I love it. So yeah, that is certainly in first place. Definitely let me know in the comments below which fragrances you picked up during the sale or that you've picked up recently, which one of these you'd want to try or you have tried. And I'll see you next time. Bye.